Hi everyone, my name is Akshana Padolkar and I'll be showing you guys how to make teriyaki tofu over brown rice today. Just a quick reminder, if you have long hair, make sure to tie it up, and hope you guys enjoy. So the recipe I refer to comes from this amazing YouTube channel, so make sure to check them out. So I chose to do this recipe is because I actually enjoy eating this myself, and it's great for meal prepping if you guys are into that, and it's also pretty healthy, as you can see in the picture I have right now, and it has a lot of flavor. It also easily fills you up, making it easy to control one's portion if they want to, and to be honest, I can probably eat this all in one sitting, but you can definitely space this out if you eat it with rice and stuff. Anyways, yeah, it's super customizable, it's quick, and it's delicious. So this is what you're going to need if you want to make this recipe, but as we look through later clips, you'll notice that I put some other random ingredients in it just to customize it to my taste, so feel free to add whatever you want, but try to keep it around, keep it where you can still taste the original flavors as well. These are the directions written out, and you can pause and read through this all, but I'll be explaining each step through the video and freestyling procedure slightly as well, but yeah, these are the official steps. Hi everyone, as you can see, I'm in my kitchen, my hair is tied up now, and this is my rice cooker pot, and I put in 1/2 cup of rice. I'll be washing it twice now. And the reason you wash rice is just to get rid of any little the outer starch, or just really any other bacteria, if you will. And now I'm just kind of measuring 1.5 cups of water and just putting it into the pot so that we can now cook it and stuff. So yeah. So this is just the pot now, and I'm just putting in about 1/4 teaspoon of salt into the pot and just stirring it up a little, and just placing it into my rice cooker and turning it on. So now I'm just cutting open the packaging and just draining all the liquids out, because you have to dry out tofu, so that's just what happened. So what I'm doing now is I took the tofu out of the package, and I'm just trying to squeeze out any of the remaining liquid, rinsing in liquid water and squeezing it again. And then I'll be drying it over paper towels. And you're going to want to keep it in the paper towels for about 10-ish minutes, but if you don't have time, you can always just microwave the tofu between 2 plates, and also still currently wrapped in paper towel to make it just a little faster. But yeah, you just want to dry it out as much as you can and just switch out the paper towels if you need. So I'm just unwrapping the tofu, and I'm just basically cutting it into the right size cubes, about I think 48 pieces, 4x3x3 I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, just cut it to whatever pieces you need to. So all my tofu is now chopped up, and I'm just basically showing you guys how to cut the spring onion, which is just thin slices, and for the bell pepper, just removing all the seeds and just dicing. So as you can see, everything's just chopped up pretty decently, so we can get started to cook. Just heated up some oil in a pan, so yeah. So with the pan heated up and the oil hot as well, I'm just currently placing the tofu carefully and spreading out slightly to make sure they won't stick to each other, and making it easier to flip. Additionally, you can always just put a lot more tofu than I did right now in this clip, just to your comfortable place. But just make sure don't put too much at the same time, because the temperature of the oil can also reduce, so yeah. I'm just now flipping them over, trying to get each side as golden as possible, just even slightly golden. Just make sure each side is just fried slightly. And yeah, you can just flip every minute or so, depending on how hot and how easily your tofu is able to be fried. So this is just my 3 cloves of garlic and a nub of ginger that we're going to use for the sauce, so yeah. And these are about almost all the ingredients I'll be using for the sauce, in case you guys wanted to see, but yeah. So over here I'm showing you guys how to make a cornstarch slurry, where you're going to take a spoon of cornstarch and dissolve it with about 1/8 of a cup of water or so. And of course you can lessen or increase this to your liking, for the thickness of your liking as well for the sauce, because that's what we're going to use it for. While we're doing this, make sure to stir, because it's important to make this dissolved. So yeah. So I've just heated the pan up again. I'll just be putting my grated garlic and ginger and just stirring it in about half a tablespoon of oil just to give it a little more flavor. So, yeah. So now I'm just throwing my vegetables into the pan where my garlic and ginger originally were and just gonna be cooking them down a little bit to soften them up and make it just a little more delicious. I'll also be saving like a slight handful of spring onions to use as a garnish, but you guys don't have to do that, of course, so yeah, have fun with it. So I'm just putting my tofu into the pan and just like letting them cook with vegetables for a little bit. And that's basically it. I'm now just going to pour the cup of water into the pan and just let it cook with the vegetables and tofu. And I'm now putting my soy sauce in. Of course you can put like a little bit more or a little less soy sauce depending on your flavor palette, I guess. So, and I'm letting that of course cook with the vegetables and tofu and like sizzle a little bit too. So here I'm just creating my sugar spice, if you will, mixture, which is just, I don't have brown sugar, so I decided to use some white sugar, and instead of using 3 tablespoons, I use 2. I'm putting just some like garlic powder, just like because I like the flavor of it in the tofu. And I think I end up putting like a tablespoon or 2 of honey, and like then a dash of that oregano, just again for more flavor. But if you have brown sugar, make sure to put 3 tablespoons or more depending on how salty your soy sauce is. So, yeah. Now I'm just pouring the previous mixture into the pot now, but yeah. I'm just stirring and letting it dissolve as well. So what I'm doing here is just letting it cook down a little bit, and I'll be covering it with a lid for about 5 to 10 minutes. So you can take the lid off and pour the cornstarch mixture in. Shout out to my mom for helping me with this step, and continuously stir the mixture in to get preferred thickness. So after stirring for a little bit, you're basically done, and once you get your preferred thickness, you can just plate it up. You can get your brown rice from previously and get on a plate, put your teriyaki tofu on there, and you're good to go. I also recommend, if you like more of a sour, spicier taste, then you could add a dash or more of chili powder, a dash of cinnamon, and a tablespoon or 2 of ketchup to even create even more flavor. But otherwise, it's pretty delicious. So this is the final result. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys will try this out too. Thank you.